This is a breaking news story. It's taking place in Limpopo, where police have just arrested a fellow officer who allegedly killed 6 people for insurance claims purposes. Now, the officer is stationed at the Senwa Barwana police station in Bochum. Allegedly, she claimed more than 10 million rand, and she had insured the lives of the 6 deceased and cashed out upon their deaths. So this is happening live right now. Our reporter Pimani Baloy is on that story for us, and I'm not sure if Pimani can hear us, but this has just taken place. The officer has just been arrested, and as you can see, being taken into custody by fellow police officers. And you can see she is in uniform as she is being arrested.
Greetings, everyone. I hope you're fine. I hope you are doing well. A seed has been planted in our hearts and in our minds that funerals should be expensive. Then as a result, there are people who end up taking advantage. And again, we think that if you get buried in an expensive casket, that's the way to go, because a seed has been planted, because we think like shining is the way to go. That is why sometimes we think that the things that we have, it can be the material things, it can be the clothes, houses, and all these other things. We think these things give us identity, when in reality, it's not so. In other words, a seed has been planted. We love to shine. But the other thing that I just want to say is that there's a positive side of these insurances and there's a negative side, because sometimes you want to insure your car, you want to insure maybe your property like a house, maybe you want to insure yourself as well. It can be positive, especially when you are in a situation whereby you feel like if you can die, you might not leave anything for your kids, or your kids will end up suffering. That way, it's a good thing to say, you know what, I want to insure myself because I don't want to leave my children without anything. At least I have to leave them something. In other words, that's a positive side of it. But now there are many people who are taking advantage. They are using the very same system, but now in a bad way and in a negative way, because this is what they do. They are in this business of plant and harvest. In other words, they are like, I'm going to plant right now. Then after this 6 months of a waiting period, then I'm going to harvest. But maybe to make these people to give me a benefit of a doubt, maybe I can harvest maybe after a year, or maybe after 1 year, 6 months. This is what is happening. So many people are in this business, and there are many people who are aware of these people who are in this business of plant and harvest. And this is the problem. Now, here is the police officer allegedly involved in this business of plant and harvest, and allegedly cashed out an amount of money close to 10 million, or approximately 10 million. If you are able to cash out approximately 10 million, then it means you should be far by now. Should be far. You should have like invested somewhere or bought properties. In other words, you should be somewhere in life. If maybe you were able to cash out, like for an example, 10 million. But why is not happening? The reason it's not happening is because get rich quick schemes quickly disappear. And it's even written in the ancient writings that get rich quick schemes quickly disappears. But the wealth that you get through the right strategies will always grow, or will always be there. So it means get rich quick schemes are like a drug. That is why even if you can get 1 million, even if you can get 2 million, in other words, it will just disappear, just like dead. Why? It's because it's like a drug. And as it disappears, it tempts you to do more. That is why many people who are involved in this business can't stop. But if you check their life, then you'll find out that these people are not wealthy. These people, most of these people don't have what they should be having as a result of being in this business. It's because get rich quick schemes quickly disappears. So now, what is the solution? What may be a solution when it comes to this problem whereby people would just insure you and then all of a sudden they just cash out, and they have a strategy of cashing out as well. They have a strategy. It's not just like maybe they'll waste their time busy planting. They know that when it's time to harvest, then they have to come up with a suitable strategy that will make their harvest successful. This is what is happening. So right now, the community has to stand up. People should stand up and say, you know what? Right now, people should not just have authority or power to insure people without their permission. In other words, if you want to insure me, then you have to make me aware so that I can give you a permission, something like a written permission, like a legal permission, so that at the end of the day, everything is clear. Because right now, we have many people who are in this business. They'll just call you and say, give me your ID number. They'll just call you out of nowhere because now they are stranded. And then they are like, oh, send me your certified ID copy or your ID copy, something like that. And when it's a funeral, they will also come and say, give me your ID copy, give me this and this, and then they will promise you having an ad that will take care of you because you are not working, and etc. and etc. and etc. Then they will just like bribe you and say, you know what, we will give you 1, 2, 3, then give us your ID copy for just in case. Now, because you trust these people, you end up giving them everything. But at the end of the day, you find yourself in trouble because now you have to be harvested. And when it's time for you to be harvested, you cannot stop these people. These people are very cruel. So when it's time to harvest, they are not playing. But when they are looking for your ID, your documents, something like that, they are smiling. They bribe you, maybe with some few amount of money, and then at the end of the day, you give them. But when it's time for them to cash out, you cannot stop them. That is why now we need a new law that will intervene and say, insurance companies, you also need to hold these people accountable. In other words, if they insure certain people, those people should like give a legal authority or a legal permission. I believe that this can be a solution. I understand there's corruption there and there, but I think that there has to be a system whereby even you yourself, you can go and check in the system who has insured you so that you can say, no, I don't know this person. Who is this person? Because these people are very cruel, because now we love shortcuts. In other words, we have been programmed that this is a business. We love converting these illegal things into businesses. That's a